Good morning, good evening, good night, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary bros. Today, we have the first episode of Dre's Talk Show. Yep, you are the first guest. Guy, how do you feel?
Anxious.
Anxious. All right. Well,
Absolutely.
don't feel anxious because I think it'll be fine. If we're both nervous and chill at the same time, I think we'll be fine.
Exactly.
We're both just as nervous as each other. All right.
Yeah.
I should be more nervous though because your animation is genuinely really good in PA.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I don't see why that would cause nervousness,
Well, yeah,
but
like, yeah, it's because like I don't know. Every time I feel like when I see somebody way better than I am at something, I get really nervous talking with them because I always feel like they look down on me, like I'm some like
it's
peasant.
so weird how that is, right?
Mhm.
I think it's really fascinating because when you think about it, it makes no sense.
It really doesn't.
But it happens like in a lot of situations.
Do you have any of those people that like you look up to, but you're afraid to talk with them?
Oh, absolutely.
Like who? Do you have any examples?
Let me think. Well, Crazy Train for sure.
Okay,
just
yeah, that's fair.
Because, they create some incredible things.
Yeah. Actually, Memories came out like a few hours ago, and you saw that insane transition they made.
It was crazy,
Yeah.
pun intended. No, like, I don't understand, like, looking at it, because I've done a bit of 3D here and there.
Mhm.
In fact, I was just practicing some a few minutes ago to
Actually,
do a little cutscene thing, but
the only 3D I
since
remember you
I've-
making was that Jockster level. What was it? The 3D bosses.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I lost the save file for that, but yeah, that's where I kind of first figured out how to do it.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
But it's so crazy because I've done some 3D and I know how tricky it can be. So seeing something like that, it's absurd. Like,
I know it's insane, but I guess yeah. I think you have some background of animation before doing PA, right?
No, actually,
You
I
don't?
have absolutely no background. This is where I learned animation.
I thought you I could have sworn I've seen some. Maybe it was just like in your early days of PA when you did it, because I remember you drawing, or like I remember you sending some like stuff of like animation that you did. It wasn't in PA. It was like actually just like purely drawing.
Yeah, I started wanting to do more animation after PA. PA is what got me into animation, and then from there, I've been practicing drawing so I can do more just
So you've
frame by
never-
frame and drawn animation.
So you've never really done art before PA?
No,
Really? You're a really talented artist for somebody who has only been drawing for like what, 1 or 2 years?
yeah, about 2 years, I'd say.
Jesus, I actually didn't know that. I have on here animation before Project Arithia, but no, you were just like born for it, I guess.
No, well, you'd think, but when it comes to art, at least, I was absolutely abysmal at it. Like,
Huh.
I struggled drawing stickmen of all things for
Okay.
like a majority of my life. I would
When
never draw.
Just purely
but-
stickman, you couldn't do it?
No, I couldn't. Like, stickmen I could do, but the inconsistency was wildly. It was there, but I think most of my success, you could call it, I guess, when it comes to art and improvement, is just through stubbornness.
So you just pull through every time, like you're just a stubborn person, I guess. So you just keep going and
Trial
going
and
and
error.
going. Yeah, trial and error. That's what I was looking for. So you just, if you want to do something, you just do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I cannot do that. After 2 tries, I just give up.
Oh, I mean,
cannot do
it's
that.
not easy, but
Yeah, you just force
it's
yourself.
definitely worth it.
All right. Well, that's certainly something. I don't think I'll ever be able to trial and error my way through something like that. Actually, I guess something similar. The most tedious thing I've done was actually pretty recent, and it involved Memories when I had to organize the entire timeline manually.
Oh, that must be a nightmare.
It was like at 3 frames per second as well.
Was the most recent memories didn't it have like 27K
24,000
objects?
objects.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And I had to, dude, the crazy it was awesome, but oh my god, dude.
That must have been a nightmare.
I'm pretty sure I had PTSD after that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
There was also a simulation with, I'm not trying to bash anybody for their organization, but at the same time I am. Simulation, it's a cool part, yeah, but like some of the organization in these parts, like simulation, it's just, some of them spawn at the same time and it's weird. Space Invaders had good organization though. Shout out to Monster.
Yeah, I heard.
They actually had good.
I heard
organization.
Monster's really careful about organization and optimization and stuff.
Yeah, that I still organized it. I still spread them out more anyways, just in case. So I put that pain on myself. But
Just in case, yeah.
yeah, but I think the most tedious one to do was definitely the crazy transition because oh my god, it was so many objects. I don't remember
So
exactly how many
objects,
of
you
the
don't
parts.
know what any of them do.
I don't
You're
remember
scared
exactly
to move them.
how many objects it was, but I remember because Crazy had the file with just Rampant, so she had Rampant, and she worked on the transition with that file. So along with Rampant and the transition, since that was the last part, originally Memories had 20k objects. Oh no, 19k. With that, I think it had like 20, and then after that it had 24k when I combined them. So it's around 5,000
That one
objects.
part.
Yeah, that's an entire
That's not
level,
too
literally.
surprising, honestly.
That's an entire level within a 20-second time span. Not even. Like, Jesus Christ, that was a nightmare. But in hindsight, it was a fun project to work on. I'm actually glad like so many people like it and so many people hate it, but at least they feel something towards it.
Yeah, at least you got a response, right?
Yeah. But anyways, so with PA, how did you like I assume like you probably found like an OL level from about Project Earthy at first, right? Or was it a different person?
Yeah, so what happened was, it's actually kind of funny because I remembered this like a couple months back, but I saw PA on the Steam Workshop one time, like a long...
The
or
Steam
not
Workshop or the Steam homepage?
The Steam store.
Okay, yeah.
I was just going through games, and I just saw it there, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I went to the Steam page, read the description. This was like years ago, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then I moved on, and then about like 2 years ago, whenever I entered into the community, I forget exactly, I saw Just Shapes and Beats, as most
so
the
you
case
found
for most people.
PA before Just Shapes and Beats.
Technically, yes. I just saw it there. I was like, oh, that exists, and then forgot about it.
I think you're a first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, I found Just Shapes and Beats. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole, as you do.
Yeah.
And because I love boss fights in video games, I find them super entertaining.
Honestly,
boss fights that sync up with music, that's like dream come true, right?
I love rhythm. I love games with like I have a music and I have the boss fights that like sync up to the music. You don't get those often.
Yeah, and
so that's why I love Just Shapes and Beats.
I saw this game, Just Shapes and Beats. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So that ended up bringing me to that one Just Shapes and Beats fan animation with the cat. Which
Topaz.
Yeah, the one Topaz.
And now she's actually like a member of the PA community.
Yeah, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
But I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's real cool. And then that led me to Funkhole, which reintroduced me to PA. I was like, that's cool. I want to make that. So I bought the game and then realized, wait, I've seen this game before.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But actually, my IRL friend actually knows about PA before I taught him about it or showed him it. He actually first saw it with Funko as well, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and
I mean,
also, before we met, he saw my Spooky Jack level, which was kind of insane.
Oh, and didn't know it was you who made it?
No, he didn't. I mean, he wasn't, surprised. He was just like, oh, that's cool.
I was like, oh, yeah, I've seen this level, so you're the one who made it. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Which was pretty awesome. I made rounds in the community. They call me the god, you know?
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, they just call me Pidge. That's who I am.
Oh, yeah, they say OL made PA, but no, you made PA.
It was me, Lily Craver.
Exactly.
But, so after you bought the game, did you just solely play levels, or when did you decide that going into the editor was a good idea?
I played a few levels, and then I just went straight to the editor.
Really?
I played all the levels that I saw on YouTube, specifically like Funkhole, and then I forget what other ones there were at the time. I don't remember. But then I went straight to the editor and just failed at that miserably for a few hundred hours.
Yeah, that's fair. For a few hundred hours?
Oh, absolutely. I had a real slow start.
Dude, I remember it was 3 years ago when I started learning the editor. And I had this guy, I still have a video of it up on my channel of him teaching me exactly how to do it. And he taught me how to do things, and then I eventually made Nautilus, which was, God forbid, I don't like that at all.
We don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about that one, but he helped me through, we hopped on call 3 years ago. So it was the first person I ever hopped on call with. I don't know why I was comfortable with that. But hey, it was still chill. Me and him, we learned shit, and I learned it. I was very proud of Nautilus. I think Lily was kind of disgusted that was a level that was made, by somebody.
Yeah.
But so that was cool. And then eventually I made all those other levels, and I mean I'm here now.
I mean, yeah, you see, I mean, seeing your part in Memories, it was amazing.
The Slap Squad one.
Absolutely.
I am so happy how that turned out, dude.
And I'm so happy Slap Squad got in there too, because that's
Yeah.
such a great level.
Actually, yeah. Fun fact: it barely scraped by in the voting. It was the least voted one for the minimum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think not to toot my own horn, but I think it's one of the best parts in it. I hope, animation-wise at least. Gameplay-wise, it's got work to do.
It's definitely one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
It's got real nice chaos to it.
Yeah, I was the first person to finish my part as well, and then I was the first person to finish another part. I finished That's Art first.
Yeah.
Because I backed up like 6 parts.
I can't understand people who can finish like stuff so fast.
Dude,
like,
I finished the That's
how?
Art part in 14 hours.
How?
I don't know. I was on something.
Hours.
I was on something.
I can spend 14 hours just making a single model. How do you do it?
I mean, I had the model. All I had to do was make the actual level. And so I did.
No, yeah, I guess that's fair. You don't have to plan as much because you already have a level to work off of.
Yeah, that's...
But still,
that's
even
fine.
then.
Yeah, it was great, though. But, where were we at before I got narcissistic and started talking about myself?
Oh, it's not narcissism. It's deserved.
It's deserved?
You made some pretty cool things, I must say.
But this is about Guy, not me right now. I can be cocky in the mirror later. So what was it we were talking about? Yeah, your slow start in the editor, right? When did you like actually start making like progress? What was your first level? Was it I don't remember. The earliest level I remember seeing of you was it was either this I think it was Song of Storms.
Okay, so I'll try to remember as much as I can. My memory isn't amazing, but I had worked on like 10, maybe 15 levels before I actually finished one.
Really?
And well, okay, technically my first level isn't on the workshop anymore. My first level used Wicked by Avenza, right?
Oh, okay.
And it was really bad. There's a reason it's gone. But it was like basically you had this dude made out of 3 shapes. He was like a circle with circle hands or something, and he would just do like prefab attacks. Like I would just
Like
have
lasers?
a prefab of him doing, and not even just lasers. I would have a prefab of him doing like a dash or like a teleport attack or something, and just use those throughout the whole level. Like conceptually, it wasn't terrible, but it was not executed well at all.
Could have been better.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a recording of it or something, or is it just lost media now?
Oh, it's gone. There's nothing of it.
There's no previews in the PA server?
I wish no, this was before I entered the PA server actually.
So it's just gone forever. Nobody's ever gonna see it.
Yeah, it's gone. I still wish I had like some bit of it or something, because it would be nice to see how far I've come just looking at how bad it was. But
well, yeah.
I finished that, and then I got rid of it because it was bad. I was like, oh, all right, this is really bad. I should get rid of that because I'm embarrassed I created something so terrible, which is reasonable, I think.
It wasn't Nautilus.
Well, I mean, you haven't seen it, so you can't confirm that.
I can confirm that in my mind, in my heart. I know.
Yeah, all right, sure. Anyways, from there, I started working on a ton of levels, and I would never finish them. I would work on one, get like normally I'd get around halfway through, and then
halfway
I would
and then give up.
Yeah, normally.
Really, after like halfway, I have to commit to it.
Yeah, you'd think, but what would happen was I'd get halfway, and then I'd realize something or improve at something, and then I either have to restart the whole level to keep the quality equal, or just have a level that starts bad and gets better at. You know what I mean?
You're one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes.
I mean,
that makes actually a lot of sense.
I still have that problem now too, just because how long I take to make something. I'll start working on something, and then like a year will go by, and I have to restart it if I want to finish it because the quality at the beginning is not ideal.
All right. Well, if I just start a level and it turns out really bad, and then the end turns out like the most magnificent piece of Picasso art you've ever seen in your life, it's gonna stay like that. I am not restarting
it's just gonna stay. It's part of it.
It's that's part of the job, man. You just I cannot even dream of doing that. That would break me. I'd have so many levels down the gutter if I was in that mindset.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, it wasn't. I actually didn't. It was more of a positive thing because even if I'm not finishing a level, I'm still improving at the editor because I'm still working on levels, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I ended up finishing Animal,
Oh, I think I know which one Animal is.
which is my air quotes first level, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I managed finishing that, and I mean, looking back at it now, it's not too terrible, but
Your first levels aren't actually that bad. Like, they're better than some of the other people's first levels that I've seen.
yeah, but considering how much time I spent in the editor before I finished it, it probably should have been a little bit better.
Maybe, but it's still a good first level.
Yeah, I'd say it. I mean, first level by technicality.
Yeah, first, quote unquote. So, what about what was the first level that popped off? Because I think your first level that popped off, I was gonna say Rip It originally, but I think it was the Seven Seas, wasn't it?
I don't know. I know Echo. People really liked
Oh,
Echo.
I completely forgot about Echo. I loved Echo.
Which, I mean, I think Echo is the first level where I actually started kind of knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was getting there, you know?
I played it, and I still had the crappy laptop and the old Legacy editor, I think. Legacy branch. So the gradients still, like, messed up the entire level for me.
Yeah, sorry about that one.
Yeah, but I think it's better now.
Yeah, probably.
I think I
hope.
recorded it. There's
Actually,
a video of it
did I release Uprising before Echo?
Let me check that really quickly. I'll fact check that.
Because I remember I made that level solely because I wanted to use gradients.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, so you made Uprising and then Echo.
Yeah, okay.
And then
so I think
remix.
that one's probably the first one that did decently, or that people enjoyed.
Huh. I thought Power Sound would do better than that.
Oh, did it? I don't remember.
I don't know either. I just kind of have that thought. Well, then after that, what was it? It was Rip It, which was your first one that like actually like really got popular, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. Even if
happy
it's
with it even a year later.
Short. Oh yeah, looking back at it, I'm still happy with how it is. Because I mean, it's short, but I mean, it looks cool.
It looks really cool. Yeah. How many objects was it?
Oh no, it was like. Okay, so funny story. I'm gonna go on a little side tangent real quick.
That's what this is about. Let's go.
Excellent. When working on Rip It, I was gonna have it be longer. It was gonna be longer. That was the original plan. But there was a problem. First problem was I was dumb and didn't know how to optimize objects. So every saw blade you see in the level is a different object. Like I didn't reuse any saw blades. So every single saw blade, except for the two on the last part of the level, are not reused. So I had like a ton of saw blade models all on top of each other, spawning in all at once.
Like how many objects do they have?
Objects. I don't know exactly how many objects, but I think it was around 4,000, maybe more.
Per saw blade?
No, not for a saw blade, just for the whole level.
Okay, I thought each saw blade had 4,000 objects. I was about to.
No, the saw blade was probably something like I don't know, like 20, maybe 30.
Okay, well that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but I didn't make them very smart. Because normally what you could do is you have, like one rotation parent for the saw blade pieces, and then you have one saw blade piece on all four corners, and then you just duplicate that and rotate it. Yeah. But instead, I had one rotation parent for every single saw blade piece, which is just dumb.
That's you could have done that better, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there anything?
Oh,
wait, what? Continue.
It looks cool, so it's fine. Nobody will
ever know. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will know. Well, is there anything else that you would improve on Rip It then, or do you like it how it is?
Things I would probably want to improve are maybe some backgrounds in the second part, and a little more, like some better gameplay in the second part. Because the first part, I'm pretty happy with the first part. I think the first part
flows really smoothly.
The animation could use a little more work, I think, but otherwise it feels like, looking at it, there's not much I would change about it. But the second part, it just feels a little more, it feels like there's just missing something. The gameplay's a little weirder, and I feel like it could use some sort of background or decoration, but it's not too crazy. Like, nothing I would actually bother going back to change.
Well, do you have any plans on, like, well, are you still working on I guess spoilers for people who haven't heard about it, but do you still have any plans on finishing up Rip It 2?
Yes. I still have plans to finish it. I just don't know when. It might be a long time.
Is there like
But
an upgraded
it's
Winston
there.
model in it?
Oh, we don't talk about that Winston model.
Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen it, I don't think. And if I do, I don't
You
remember.
haven't?
I don't think.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me
Okay.
just. I'll get a screenshot of it real quick.
All right, I'll put this up on the screen once it shows up.
All right, let me just open the file. Okay, so this model took me a month to make.
A month.
Which
consistent work?
No, about half consistent work. Most of the
Okay.
time I just spent tweaking tiny details. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, this file's a mess. It's so laggy. Anytime I move it just slightly, it doesn't. No, it's not good. It's a mess. It's gonna be a pain to animate, but that's for future me to worry about.
Future you is right around the corner.
No, they're not. No. Oh, why is this? Hang on. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. One moment.
All right, that's fine. That's more watch time.
Yeah. Extend the watch time. You get first-hand technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Oh man, doesn't get any better than that.
This is what this podcast is all about.
Yeah. Observing the inner process, failing at one thing over and over and over again because of one small mistake that you didn't notice. The inner editor process. Oh no. All right, here it is. We got it. It's alive. Oh no.
No. All right, let me check this out. Let me put it up on screen as well with like future Dre's editing powers.
Oh wait, hang on. The model's broken. Wait, why is
Even
it
the
broken?
screenshot doesn't
Oh
want
no.
it.
Oh no. It's really broken. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. Hang on. I can fix it. It's gonna be okay. I need the where is it?
You sound like you're just trying to nervously like put a baby to sleep.
No, it's fine. No, I'm not trying to nervously put a baby to sleep. I'm trying to nervously tape the baby back together.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I think it should work. I don't know. This model's a little. It's a little. I mean, yeah.
It's
you
a
already
little,
know. It's a
just a
little.
little.
It's a little adventurous. It's a little uncooperative. Hang on. I may have broken something.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
I should have never mentioned it.
No, it's fine. Hang on.
Oh, no.
I figured it out. We're good. Hang on.
Hey, it's fine. The longer you wait, the more money I get.
It's all part of the plan. This is planned from the
Yeah.
start. It's okay. Hang on. The
Scripted.
model. Scripted, yeah. This is the thing. Here you go.
All right, let me take a look at this. Holy fuck, that's
Here, hang
I
on.
can
I'll show you the actual objects as well.
okay. I can see why that would be an absolute pain to animate, and it also
Okay.
it's very impressive. But holy shit.
Okay, the problem with this model is well, I mean, it's so slow. Okay, here's the objects.
Are you gonna simplify it, or are you gonna just keep it that way?
Nah, I'm not gonna simplify it. That's just how it is.
That's a lot of objects.
So the problem with this model, the main problem I encountered when making the model, was actually just layering, because I
Okay, yeah,
need
that-
enough space for the arms to be in front of the piston things, and the piston things to be in front of the body, and the screens to be behind the piston things, you know? But I
How many,
also need enough space for attacks and backgrounds. So it was just a mess with layering.
Did you use up every layer or almost every layer? Like every layer? Did you use every one? Almost.
Yeah, I think it uses like how many layers are there? 30?
32, I think, or something.
Yeah, I believe this model uses around 25, 26 layers.
Jesus Christ.
It's a nightmare.
There's 7 layers for attacks?
Yeah. Best case scenario, because we got to talk about backgrounds too, right?
Oh my god, dude. Backgrounds better not be
it's a
complex.
nightmare.
They better just be like simple shaped backgrounds.
Yeah, I don't even think I'll have backgrounds. I think I'll just have it in
Or
the
like a-
background.
like
It
a-
is the background at the
Or
point.
like an image to text object or text to image, whatever. Yeah, just have that. Just draw one.
Just screenshot a DXL background, put it in the PNG
just,
prefab.
no, not even-
You're
just
set.
screenshot it with like the YouTube like timeline on it and just like have it right there in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. You go in, you know what you do? Go in and post process and go into the video, like have like a green screen out the level, then add the background in afterwards.
Yeah. and it'll just have like a horrible green screen background just rotating. Not even on like from like the middle. It's like somewhat like rotated to the left, so it's kind of like rotating in that weird way. Like,
Yeah,
it's not even in the
absolutely.
middle. Oh my god, that's an insane model.
The main problem with it is the layers, and since it's got so many objects parented to each other, keyframes are very laggy.
I can
It's
imagine, dude.
it, it's gonna be a pain, but that's again that's for future me to worry about.
That is for. I hope future you just. I hope your future you is just doing all right.
Future me is gonna really hate past me, that's for sure.
I think he might need a therapist, to be honest.
Probably after this
Yeah,
thing.
after this, I think I wouldn't be surprised if it drove you to depression.
No, no, it's you never know. We'll see.
Well, yeah, this model looks really good and very like scary looking. I like it though.
Thank you. Oh yeah, and it's got the text objects for face pieces. That always helps with the frame rate.
Oh, oh, that's yeah, that'll.
Although I was thinking of, I had this idea, which probably wouldn't be too tricky, just time consuming, of just manually doing the pixel art for the faces,
Did you
like with
do,
square
you did
objects.
not do that, right?
Well, no, I haven't yet. But using instant keyframes and markers, it wouldn't be too tricky. Just manually
Just really
animating like the
tedious.
pixel art. It would just be tedious, but even then, just put on some background
Yeah,
music.
just a
or
couple 200 objects wouldn't be that much of
something.
a
Yeah,
add on compared to
too
this
bad.
entire beast of a model.
Yeah, what I should probably do is put different parts of it on different layers. Like put the arms on layer 3, like the base on layer 1 or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I feel like all of your models have like this weird like not weird in a bad way, but like this uncanny feeling to them. Like they feel very like I guess like not I wouldn't say quite Junji Ito-esque, but like I feel like I can see the inspiration.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's good because I want to incorporate a little more of that in future levels. I'm doing it a little bit with Spooky Jack, trying to
Yeah.
have it be a little more intense
I wonder if
and
Spooky
like
Jack will be done by the
uncanny.
time this video comes out.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. I plan to have it done by Christmas, I'd hope.
Christmas. So this I mean I want to start releasing these around January, so I think it might be.
Yeah, well, but we'll see. I originally planned to have it out by Halloween, so
We'll see how that
schedules may change.
It's just like Paragrape Reincarnate. I tried to get it out on Halloween. I got it on Christmas instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're the same level.
Yeah, they're the same level.
Yeah.
Same level of 3D cutscenes, I'm sure.
Actually, speaking of Junji Ito, I have not read any of his mangas at all yet.
Oh no?
No, not yet. But I have seen some of my friends at school reading them. I want to read them. I just don't. I mean, I'm already like busy with a bunch of other things. But as soon as I get some free time, and I'm not busy reading, I don't know, Chainsaw Man or something, I will start reading Junji Ito manga. Like, sell me on one of I guess your favorite Junji Ito ones. Your Junji Ito
Okay,
mangas.
so I've only read a few stories. The first one I'd recommend, which probably everybody would, is Uzumaki, which is just amazing.
I don't know. Oksa, don't quote me on this, but I think Oksa also read that one.
It's I believe it's his most popular story, and it's really well done.
I saw the one I saw my friend reading. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like GTY or something. It was three random letters. One had a G in it. That's all I remember. I mean, I'm
not familiar with it.
Junji
The only ones
Ito,
I've read are Uzumaki and a collection of stories, which was which ones were there? There were a ton of them.
Okay. I found it. It was GYO.
Oh yeah, I haven't read this one.
So you've only read, or I mean, not only, I guess I'm assuming, but you read Uzumaki? Was that what it's called?
Yeah, I read Uzumaki and a collection called Shiver, which was just a ton of the shorter stories into one collection.
I've seen some of his art, and it's genuinely like insane, the quality.
The art is amazing,
and it's like he's really good at making body horror.
Yeah, it's really cool because, well, of course the art is really well done. Like first place, like the line work is really well done, and the level of detail is really well done. But
Honestly,
also the design is really well done. It's really how to describe it. It makes you feel really unsettled, even if in some cases you don't know why.
Yeah, it's like that fear of unknown, I guess.
Yeah, or
do you
like
take off like
that
heavy
sort of like.
inspiration?
Pardon?
Do you take off every inspiration from him for like art and
all that? Absolutely.
Dude, I can honestly tell your work is like really like it gives off that really unsettling vibe. but it's
He
like
is my
really
main
good.
inspiration for art currently. I really like the that sort of like an image when you just look at it, it just makes you feel really unsettled. I really like that sort of style, and his style specifically captures that really well. So I'm quite inspired by it.
Dude, if 6-year-old me would get scared at Sonic with black eyes and red dots for pimples, I don't know if I'd be able to handle this. That'd be a
Wait, you
nightmare.
gonna get scared of the snail man on the walls? Come on,
No,
the snail man mean no harm.
no, we'll see, we'll see. I really want to get into his stuff though, because I heard it's really good, and I don't know, I'm really interested in seeing it because like the art is insane, so I'm really excited to see if I can try to read some of that, especially since you're saying that it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I only started reading him the books like this October, but I only from the first story I read, I knew it's like this is great, and I really want to try. I really want to try to incorporate that sort of unsettling style into PA somehow, because
be
I don't
really
see
cool.
many people do that. I've not seen anyone do that sort of thing really,
Yeah,
and I think I could probably
pull it off.
pull something off, you know?
Yeah, and I've seen like there's Halloween levels, but there's not really like those like levels that really leave you unsettled like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Although
think the
one
closest
level
thing,
that
what's that? I don't. There's some levels. I remember recently saying Uncanny, but that's the one that comes to my head.
yeah, Uncanny is I mean, that's probably the closest. Although another one that
What about that one
I-
Incessant Wolfu made? What was that one called?
oh yeah, what was it called? Incident. I
Incident.
think?
Yeah, the incident level.
Yeah, that was the troll one or whatever.
Yeah,
That was
the
another
trolls
one that
one.
was. It was
The model looked
yeah,
really
it had
good.
a similar sort. Although it wasn't. I don't know. It felt like it didn't have that super unsettling feeling past the intro. Just
Yeah,
for me
I guess
personally,
that's
though.
fair. The model was really good, though.
One that does it pretty well though is Leaf Valley.
Oh, the one by
forget who
Superficial
made
and Neon, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen that
That
one. Yeah,
one-
that one was really
That's
good.
a really unique level.
Yeah, I've never seen one like that in Memories. I mean, not Memories, PA.
Yeah.
Not Memories. That'd be a dope level. That'd be a seizure-inducing level in Memories.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be a great one.
I
Like,
mean, my laptop can barely handle it, but it was a very cool
You
level
work on a
nonetheless.
laptop, dude?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Dude,
I mean, it
PC,
works.
even with this PC, I can't handle some stuff that on the editor.
Yeah, that's what people say. Like, whenever I
the
tell
only
people
two
I
I know
work
for a
on a
fact-
laptop, they're like, I can barely do it on this PC. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The only two I know that like work on laptops, I guess you. I know a DXL works on a laptop, which is insane still. Even I don't know how. Like I did it for a long time, but this PC is so much better. Even if it's not by like it doesn't improve too much, but like I would rather have this than a laptop.
I mean, the laptop I have is a fairly good laptop, so it's not
Okay.
like
It's probably better than
I'm
mine.
suffering because of it.
It's probably
But
better than mine because mine thing was like 10 years old and I was still making shit on it.
oh yeah, that's
It was
probably
like Windows
why.
7, I think, Windows 8 or I don't remember.
And I mean, there is a point where it's not really the computer, but it's the editor. You know,
Sometimes, yeah.
like
but-
you can only a good computer can only take you so far. The editor, there's just some things it can't handle.
Yeah. God, those text objects. Those text
No.
objects. Really me. I had to.
I wish-
with Checkout 2, I had to like delete the theme keyframes because every time I flashed, it lagged because of all the image to prefab.
Because the text,
objects.
yeah, it's so annoying.
I had to delete all the theme flashes, so I work on it without the theme flashes. And when I record previews, I'll try to like re-put them in, re-implement them.
There is a way you can do it to avoid that. You're just not gonna like it. If you can set up a theme with all the colors you need, then you
Are
can
you-
just manually change stuff.
Wait, what?
If the flashing is like the flashing will lag in Legacy as well, which I mean isn't a huge problem because most people play on the normal branch anyways, I believe.
Yeah.
But one thing you can do is just manually do the flashing, like with color keyframes.
Oh,
Which-
no, see, you've done that. I think I saw you do that with like a puffer test animation that you did.
Yeah, I've
How-
done it a few times.
Why?
And okay, so every time I mention this, people freak out like, why would you do that? But it's
Why
not
would you?
terrible. No, okay, so hear me out. It's so if you have the colors in the theme, by the way, if we had larger themes, that would be amazing,
That
but
would be-
no.
hey, we're open to the idea. Just saying.
One day maybe.
One day maybe we'll get that 10th color object.
Yes, please, and more layers, and more themes.
Maybe
That would make
33.
everything
Maybe
easier.
33 layers this time. Maybe.
The 33. No, we
If
need
we're
like
lucky.
60 layers.
Here's a crazy idea: infinite layers.
Infinite layers. That would be great, but
That'd be
also
safe.
you'd lose track of everything.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess it's true. Never mind. Scrap my idea. Make infinite colors though. That'd be cool.
Infinite color. Absolutely. I don't know why there isn't infinite color. Like, I feel like it.
I heard a
wouldn't-
reason.
Well,
saying
I
that,
don't know much about game devs.
I heard
so.
a reason saying that it was because like she didn't like Lily didn't want to have like levels that were just pure like a seizure fest worth of colors like.
I mean,
flashing
having
stuff like
limited
that.
colors isn't stopping that.
That's not really, especially with the chromatic or was it grain 0, especially with the color on.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But what were you saying?
Anyways, manually changing colors instead of using theme keyframes.
Okay,
Basically,
I'll hear it. I'll listen to you out. I'll hear you out.
the method which I use, which is probably the easiest way to do it, instead is basically you have one. Let's say you have it's super simple, and let's say the level uses like 2 colors, and you want it to blink between like black and white or whatever.
Yeah.
You would just animate one of the objects, and then copy paste those animate one of those objects for the whole part you have it changing colors, and then just copy paste those keyframes in every single object that needs to change color.
Okay.
I've
done that.
It's
actually.
not. Yeah, it's not too bad, but the problem is when you have it over a long period of time, you have stuff that spawns in, so you can't just copy paste it from one position. So if you have like it starts flashing and then a bullet spawns and the flashing is happening while the bullet spawns, then you have to like move the bullet back a bit so that you can put the keyframes in as it spawns, like before it spawns, so that it matches the colors right. So it can get a little more complicated, and it gets a little more painful when you have a lot of objects, but otherwise it's not that bad as long as you can like put on some
Actually,
background
when you explain
music.
like that, I get it because I have done that, not to that level, but I know what you're talking about. And if it's like a simple like 2 color like level that you said, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, I get where you're coming from, but also themes.
Yeah, but the thing with themes is they're laggy.
Yeah.
Like unbelievably laggy. Like I don't know why, but they're laggy. Might just be my laptop too. I don't know.
No, it's me too.
Okay, good
I have
to know.
a really crappy computer though, so I don't know. We'll see. But I've heard horror stories.
No.
They could possibly make their own Junji Ito story collection with the
Out of
the
theme
themes and
keyframe
PA
selection bug. You've got what else? You got layer issues.
crashing.
Yeah.
How the Unity engine is like 50 FPS, I think, and the game runs at 60.
No, it doesn't. There's the editor's just got its little their features.
It's got its
That's what
quirks.
they are.
It's a little quirk.
Yeah, they were intended from the start. Absolutely.
Well, that's God. I don't know. You're just a masochist sometimes. I don't get it. Like I've seen some of the stuff you make. I don't know how you even manage.
I don't either. Actually, I just do it.
I guess should probably start wrapping up. What else? What are like some ideas that you have that you want to like hopefully start making sometime sooner or already in the works?
So I have a few ideas, and all of them I'll be doing after Spooky Jack because I want to get that done. It's been like a year now, and I haven't actually finished anything. So
yeah, that's fair.
after I get Spooky Jack done, I have a few ideas. The first one was I was thinking maybe I'll try to make a normal level.
Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
almost all of my levels are
You're already
boss
better than
levels.
80% of the levels in the workshop.
Okay, but the problem with my levels is the visuals are fine, but the gameplay's not great.
Okay. That's kind of the same problem with me, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's the same with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like I personally just prioritize gameplay or visuals almost over gameplay almost all the time.
I tried to reverse it for me. I tried to prioritize gameplay and then do visuals, but I legitimately can't do it. The only successful time I made gameplay is in Checkout.
I mean, wait, Checkout. Is that the one that came out? Yeah, that one. Well, the gameplay was pretty good. And then I remember Slap Squad's gameplay was pretty good as well.
Really? I don't think a lot of people liked Slap Squad's gameplay.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Maybe it's because Elder tried to EXE it, and then I got it in my head because he did not like that gameplay.
Yeah. Well, there's the one thing where there's gameplay that like you could still enjoy gameplay even if it's unfair.
Yeah.
I personally enjoy really intense, chaotic, and unfair gameplay. I just think it's fun. But like if there's someone who wants to EXE it, then no one's gonna like that, right?
Yeah. I guess that's just something you have to deal with. It's not really a fix for that. That's just I guess they're putting that on themselves. I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
But I should probably start thinking about that too. I don't think Elder's EXE checkout yet, which is weird.
no, when I played it wasn't too tricky. I remember. I'm surprised they haven't EXE'd it yet.
I guess I just don't know about it. Maybe checkout two. Maybe checkout two will hopefully have
Maybe,
good
yeah.
gameplay. I hope.
So I was thinking maybe I'll make a normal level so I can focus surely on gameplay. I'll make it like really visually simple. I'll use like 2 colors and like not even use that many fancy effects and just focus only on gameplay. And then I had some ideas for like creative attack ideas and all that, but that's probably for later down the line. Because I mean, I could probably do it fairly quickly because most of the time I spend in the editor now is just working with really tedious models or dealing with modeling something that's really
I think
laggy or
doing something
whatever.
really simple, you could probably get it done in a month tops.
Well, I wouldn't say a month, but
Maybe.
you know,
Dude, I miss the days where we could just get stuff done in like a month.
oh yeah, there's still people who get stuff done in a month. I can't believe it.
Luminescence.
I know.
I don't
it's
know how he does
crazy.
it.
How?
I don't know. And that's with bosses. That's not even normal level. That's an actual boss
I
fight.
know. And the
Didn't he make that
level
editor alpha level in like 3 days?
Oh, I can't. It's I don't understand. Like, because there's a case where like let's say someone makes a level really quickly, but it's like it's just a decent level. It's nothing crazy. It's like all right, but like Lumen consistently makes very high quality levels very quickly, and I don't know how.
I legitimately just I don't know. Like I don't think I think he spends all of his free time in the editor.
I mean, I spend almost all my free time in the editor, and I'm not that fast.
Honestly, same. Either that or I'm clicking cookies. Depends on my mood. But
oh yeah, and I guess there's situations where like you could go in the editor and just stare at the editor listlessly for like 3 hours.
that was kind of me for a long time, and I still do it.
No, yeah, same.
Even now, like it's hard to get stuff done within a year. To be honest, now for me.
Yeah, like
I
it's
haven't
because
uploaded a level in like almost a year. It's about to be a year when Christmas hits.
oh no.
I need to get checkout 2 done before Christmas. I refuse to have a year gap between levels.
And I mean, you're nearly done with it too, right?
Almost,
Just
but
the
I have like
drop?
I'm almost done with the first half of the drop, and there's like the transition to like the second half of it where it goes like what the fuck, and then it's like all the it switches, it goes inverted, and that entire part
yeah.
I need to do that, and then after that is an outro which shouldn't take too long, maybe like a day. I can finish that with like the actual like outro of the level, but that drop is gonna take, if I can get it up before Christmas, that'll be like a miracle. That'll be a Christmas miracle.
A Christmas miracle, yeah.
Dude, I don't want anything for Christmas. I just want Santa to give me the power to finish that, dude.
Yeah, ask Santa for motivation to actually finish things.
Yeah, a lump of coal, a lump of motivation, dude. A lump of a reason to keep this editor going.
Yes.
Yeah, same with you for Spooky Jack, because how much longer do you have left? You're not using the full song, right?
No, I'm using half the song.
Okay, yeah, I actually heard this argument. I know we were supposed to wrap up a long time ago, but I have a few more things I want to say really quickly that just came up in my mind. I heard an argument that DXL made about how we need to like denormalize using the full song of levels, and I feel like that's a good argument, but I feel like it's so normalized to the point now where I feel like people will think it's underwhelming, which is why I never do it. Personally, I haven't been underwhelmed by any of that when people do that, but like with you and Rip It, I wasn't really underwhelmed. I kind of was like, I wouldn't say underwhelmed. I was just kind of like wishing it went on because it was really good.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to using like snippets or just parts of a song, I feel like well, at the end of the day, people should just make what they want to make, right? Like
yeah, but like there's like
it doesn't
there's people
like
that
if
are,
it
like,
has bad gameplay.
Yeah.
Like if it has bad gameplay and prioritizes visuals, or if it has absolutely terrible visuals and maybe even bad gameplay, if they enjoyed making it at the end of the day, that's really all that matters.
I guess,
in my opinion, anyways.
Yeah,
but like when it comes to cutting songs, I feel like even if it's shorter, if it allows creators to make higher quality things, like let's say you only use like a minute of a song, but that minute is like some of the best stuff you've made because you can use a lot more objects.
Honestly,
you can spend
yeah.
a lot more time fine tuning. I feel like that should be a welcome thing because it could lead to more high quality levels, right?
I've been thinking of cutting Play with Fire. I want to get to the drop, and after the drop I skip to the very end where it goes like all like radio. I guess it starts sounding a little bit staticky. I don't know if you've heard the full song of it or not. I assume you have.
I've not heard the full song.
No.
I just heard the beginning.
Yeah, I want to try to maybe cut that because I don't know. It'd be really cool. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Cause I feel like genuine. Like you made a good point. Like I think if people can cut down the songs, it could be like they can have more motivation to finish it since it's less of a time. Like and you'd make like some of the best stuff you've ever made probably, and get it out quicker.
Yeah, or like even doing like a part 1, part 2 sort of thing.
Yeah, like Rally the Troops we did, right? Except part 2,
Yeah.
I think Sai stopped working on it for now.
Because even then, like you might not get the whole level at once, but then eventually you get the whole level, and it leads to more motivation for the creator, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I might do that. I don't know. Actually, you bring up a good point. Yeah, I might end up just cutting the song to get it out quicker. Not Checkout 2. Checkout 2 is using. I'm too dedicated now. I have to use the.
I mean, yeah, you're too close to the end of. You're too close to the end that
Or I could put like
doing
a beast
that would
mode.
be
And I could put like a beast mode and like cut out the entire like other half of the song. Not like other half. Like it was like the second half of the second half of the drop.
You know what? You know what's something that I've not seen people do too much?
What?
Which I'm besides stuff in collabs and stuff, which is messing with the song itself. I've not seen too many people do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like cutting it up, adding in fake sound effects, or like having it skip and change to a completely different song partway through the level. I'm surprised no one's really done that too much yet.
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna do that first. I wonder who's gonna do that. Maybe sitting right in front of you.
Yeah, maybe.
Like an entire country away, but I'm right in front of you.
Yeah, you may as well be. I could kick your shins if I tried.
Maybe if you tried. Maybe you will. But
No, yeah, it would get there. We don't
guess-
question the length of my leg, but it would get there.
I'm super hyped for Checkout 2 to release. I hope it pops off because there's a good
Oh,
chance
wait.
it won't. Because Checkout came out, it had like 300 subscribers I think right now, which is not good.
I mean, from what I saw from Checkout 2, like it looks awesome, so I wouldn't be surprised
All right, thank
if
you.
it succeeded.
All right, well I guess we're finally done with this. It went on for like a little under an hour, 51 minutes. Not bad.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
Oh, well, that felt fast.
it was enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you go fast when you're having fun, right?
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Well, that was great. Thank you for coming on then.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hopefully you make a good first impression, because if not, nobody will watch the show and it'll be all your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, if I ruin your podcast, I
Yeah.
apologize.
At the very least, you gave me some good ad revenue.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on then. I didn't really think of an outro for this, so I'll just keep this fast for now. I guess.
No, hang on. I got an outro for you. Hang on.
Okay.
You
Right.
should lock your doors and your windows and your closet, because if you don't do that, then the walls, they'll get mad at the people who come in when you're sleeping. And the people who come in when you're sleeping, well, you don't want them in your walls, because then they can hear you sleeping. That is all. Good night.
All right.